One Pocket Slim says Bortnyk played this opening to throw Hikaru off his game. But yeah, Hikaru is king of messy positions, but nobody likes playing messy bad positions, even if you're good at them. But because we know Hikaru himself plays a lot of weird, sometimes dubious openings. He loves his B3 systems. Hikaru has developed these muscles of being very good in slightly worse, even clearly worse messy positions. But it doesn't mean it's what you want.
All right, let's play e4. I'm gonna get back to basics. He plays knight f6, so I mean, he's happy playing. Okay, he is gonna play this. Okay. What? Wait, what is d4? Wait a second. The move is e6, not d4. Ah, he wants to play this one. Okay, but this one I believe is slightly dubious, as I recall. Let me think for a second. F5. This one is definitely dubious. I'm gonna go here. Right, now I believe that this is not great, but I don't remember why it's not great. Trying to remember if it's bishop b5 or is it a4. I think it's a4 and then something.
I'm going to quickly play through what the opening was for everyone. We had e4, knight f6, so this is in Al Johan's defense, Alekine, after d5, e5, and then f4. This is not something you see every day, but it is theory, albeit not the most well-known theory necessarily, but it is theory.
Now I can obviously go a5. I actually, once again, one thing I need to remember is I actually should not talk so much. Play c3. c3. I don't know if this is a good move or not, but I should remember that, yeah, talking is the one thing that I need to remember, that if I talk too much, it's probably I'm gonna get low on time and do something stupid. Now again, there is increment, so it's not as bad perhaps, but
yeah, what a weird position. This is like the opposite of how you would tell beginners to play chess, right?
I know, I can't really make much sense out of it, but they're playing still so quickly. At least Bortnyk immediately going for knight d5, so he's giving up the d4 pawn, but it's because the f4 pawn is hanging too.
Yeah, the f4 pawn hanging keeps white thinking, because okay, I was going to say you don't want to play d3 because of the c3 pawn, I think. So g3 is the other natural move, and I mean the engine says black's bet. I have no idea. I can we just like check out for a few minutes and then get to a position that I feel qualified to analyze?
I could do it with a snack break.
One difference, however, is because there is increment, like I am going to move a lot slower. Like one of Bortnyk's biggest problems when he plays the RCC or the qualifier or plays Title Tuesday is that he's generally a little bit too slow, despite tremendous mouse skills. And so with an increment, if he gets a good position, he can still play it with like 2-3 seconds on the clock. So that's why I do have to change the whole approach here from how I would normally play against him and just straight up 3-0 blitz. Yeah, goes there. I mean, I actually don't really like my position all that much, I have to say. Feels a little bit dubious somehow. Bishop g2 is obviously a move here. He still can't really develop on the king side though. If I go bishop g2, bishop e7, knight f3, I mean, this is a little bit weird, maybe like very weird. In fact, I do have bishop c4, which is also kind of interesting. I don't want to spend too much time here. That's the one thing I don't want to do. Although this is a very interesting position. That is the one thing. Like when positions get interesting, sometimes I like to think. Let's think about this. I think I'm actually going to do this. Don't know if it's a good move. Probably it's not, but I'm gonna play it anyway.
Yeah, and I guess one of the issues for Hikaru's position is what you mentioned, that h6 immediately is not an issue because of queen h5, but that means that white has to have that diagonal open for the queen. So you can't develop your g1 knight naturally to f3 because it blocks the queen, and it also takes away the most natural retreating square of the g5 knight.
Whoa, knight takes e5, and I wasn't even thinking about that. It's,
good morning to us.
yeah, that moment where a tactic is played and you go, well, that was kind of obvious. It's not necessarily winning for black, but I mean, so now what do you do? Because if you take e5, queen takes g5, even that by itself shouldn't be dismissed, because there you can take and then regain your pawn. That's not out of the question, right? It's a closed position. You'd have a protected pass pawn in the end, although you had to part ways with your light square bishop, so not ideal.
Oh, did I blunder? Oh my gosh, I just blundered. Oh geez, I didn't even see this. Oh my gosh, what was that? That's just oh my gosh, huge blunder. I mean, maybe I'm still okay. I have 96 or something. Oh my gosh, but that was just a big blunder by me. And also take and play knight f3. Wow. Okay, I'm not sharp. I better wake up. That was a horrible mistake. Jeez, that was very poor. I didn't even see knight e5. Okay. So I take and play knight f3. Develop. I mean, it's not great, but it's maybe kind of okay. Yeah, it's kind of okay. It's also not great, but I guess I just take.
Y3CN3 just
Kind of weird, because like it looks bad for me objectively. But I can always trade on d5 too. And I also have check. Very, very strange. Hopefully this is one of these times where I made a blunder and I'm it actually isn't a blunder, because it doesn't really look all that good for me objectively. Queen is a little bit iffy on g4 actually. It's a little bit iffy. Like if I get king f2 and h3, the queen has some questionable issues to deal with. Okay, so it goes bishop b4, so now I can actually trade and play queen b3. I can also go queen b3 right away. I can also play king f2 and also castle. There's a lot of options here. I just have to find the right one. That's really the big thing. I have to find the right way to play this. If I find the right way to play this, I think I'm actually completely fine. But finding that is a lot trickier. Castles is a move, of course.
One Pocket Slim says Bortnyk played this opening to throw Hikaru off his game. But yeah, Hikaru is king of messy positions. But nobody likes playing messy bad positions, even if you're good at them, right? And one of the things about Hikaru's style is, and this is not meant as a disparaging comment, but because we know Hikaru himself plays a lot of weird, sometimes dubious openings. He loves his b3 systems. Hikaru has developed these muscles of being very good in slightly worse, even clearly worse messy positions. But it doesn't mean it's what you want, no matter what.
King f2. I was curious whether we were going to see castle at all in this game. He just moved the king to f2, but maybe a slight variation of the bone cloud.
Yeah, I was going to say, I actually really like this move, not just because it protects the knight and maybe frees up the queen, but it also threatens h3 in some positions because the g3 pawn is now protected. And okay, black is better. And remember, the engine says that based on the mathematical things it's been told to evaluate, but this is a very, very weird position.
Yeah, he's got this, which I also just realized is kind of a serious problem too. Or is it? Wait, no, I have queen b3 maybe?
Much love.
This is going to get extremely sharp, I think. Also play a5, d3. Very tricky to play. Don't like my position though. If I go rook g1, I really don't want to trade. That's the one thing I don't want to do, is I don't want to trade the pawns. Go king g2. Question is, how do I do this? Okay, I'm thinking too long here, so I got to make a move pretty soon.
McConstantine just subscribed.
Yeah, I'm thinking way too long. C6, queen b3, rook f8, d5. I mean, my queen side is just so freaking bad. Maybe I can play b3 bishop b2, b3 bishop a3, but I've got to make a move. I just can't keep thinking like this.
Yay!
4 minutes, not the end of the world. I just have to come with a move. I probably should have castled. That would have been a better move than king f2. 585 d3. I guess I'll just do it. Okay, let's just do this. Has to take a rook h4, queen b3 maybe. I mean, very, very sharp. This is not what I want. I mean, I'm probably much worse here. Maybe I can salvage this somehow, but I'm probably in real danger. This is very upsetting. I mean, just a blunder in the opening with knight e5. I mean, very, very upsetting. And I should have castled too. I don't know why I did this. I have to play this only move. I mean, maybe if I get enough pawns here, though, I can create some sort of protection. Because I have queen b3. Yeah, I have queen b3 to hit everything, kind of. This is not what I wanted. That much is for sure. This is 100% not what I wanted.
Much easier
Whoa,
to play
wait a
from Rex's
second.
perspective. What happened?
Bishop to e1 is a move here?
Oh! Because the f3 knight has to be guarded both by the king and the
moving
queen.
King would allow queen g3.
Yeah.
So bishop e1. If you take with the queen, you're just losing. I mean, rook takes. Actually, no. Queen takes, and you just start picking up things.
Yeah.
So all right, we got to analyze this. Let's bring it up. Wild times.
Oh goodness me! Just said that there's no immediate knockout. Bishop e1 check. Bortnyk hasn't played it yet, but for sure that's what he's calculating.
Bishop to e1. Oh my gosh. If king takes, now you take. I think you take g3 first. That's why it's so strong. Followed by queen g2, and it's just rover. You're just crushing through here. I mean, things like king e3, you have like bishop g4, and everything is just falling apart. So if you take with the queen, now I assume it's queen takes, and I would guess even a simple move like queen takes d3 is probably pretty good.
This is insane. If he finds bishop e1 check, it's almost an immediate win.
He doesn't find it. He doesn't find it. Hikaru lives to see another day. That could be, I mean, if Hikaru goes on to do what Hikaru does, which is resourcefully defend losing positions better than any human in the world, this is going to be the moment that we look back on.
Take the cursor off the board. Goes queen g6. I think I have to do this. Oh, does he have bishop e1? Oh my god, he's got bishop e1, doesn't he? I also didn't even see bishop e1 either. Oh, very poor by me. Very, very poor. Yeah, now I'm actually, I didn't even see bishop e1. Yeah, I'm just way off. Just have to go here. And it's just terrible. Didn't see this move. Yeah, it's this blunder of knight e5. I should have just gone knight f3. Very, very bad game. Gonna need a little bit of luck here. If I can get some luck, maybe I can survive. Now he goes bishop g4, which I thought this gave me queen b3 or something. Wait a second. Bishop g4. Wait a second. Queen b3, bishop f3, king f3, queen h5 or something. I mean, king e3. I guess I gotta go for it though. Yeah, I just gotta go for it and hope. Also, I have queen b4 here maybe as well, I just realized. Queen d3, queen d2 or something to trade. Wait a second. I actually don't have to take... I can also take and go g4. Wait a second. Let's see. King takes. King h8. King e4 maybe. King g3. King e2. b4, bishop e3. I mean, it's bad, but can I maybe somehow survive this? If I take queen h5, king e3, I'm gonna go for this. If it's no good, so be it. If I'm lost, I'm lost. And I think I am lost, probably. Or no, I can run to the outside maybe also. I can run to h3. Ugh. Very, very ugly game by me. Although I do have f2 maybe. Wait. Check. Check f1. Check. He checks. I mean, I gotta run to the outside here. I mean, he can check and I go here, and I think I might be saving this game, like by some miracle. If he checks, I go here. He takes, I take. I mean, the thing is, everything is kind of hanging here. He has queen h5, which I think is just a draw. But I mean, considering that I'm sure the computer says I was like -5 at some point, I mean, a draw is fine. I'll live with a draw because this game has been a game chock full of badness, and I think that's putting it mildly. I think he's gonna have to take the draw here, and I mean, I don't care. Like, I really played this poorly. It goes queen e1.
Okay, it threatens queen h1, so that's fun. But queen takes d5 check protects that.
Yeah.
This is going the wrong way, as you said. Bortnyk, his time advantage is gone. His advantage on the board is gone.
He's shaking his head now for that obvious reason. He knows that he has missed a big chance.
Yeah, Hikaru is. You can see his demeanor has changed from some version of Hikaru's number 7 to 11, where he, I don't know, he's a little frustrated. Now he's back to good old fashioned Hikaru number 3, focused and confident.
And I think you called it, Danny, that as soon as bishop e1 was not on the board, Hikaru was back in the game. Still worse.
I've seen it. I've seen this. I've seen this dog and pony show before. I mean, it's just you have very few opportunities to put guys like him away, and as soon as you missed it, you could see the writing on the wall. And okay, anything can happen here. It's going to be a time scramble, and I don't discount Bortnyk's bullet skills, as I said at the top of this match. But look at this. I mean, who's on the attack now? It's not black.
Goes g6, which is also a good move. Hitting the bishop. Yeah, I missed that too, of course. Oh man, this is bad. Oh, there's a mate in 2, which I also just missed. Yeah, I just got a mate in 2, which I also just didn't see. If there's a mate, there's a mate. I mean, whatever. I don't care at this point. I have king d2. I also have d4. Wait, this... Maybe d4 was wrong, actually. Just go here and take, I guess. I think I'm winning here if I play this correctly. I have 2 connected. I think I'm winning. This must be winning.
Hikaru looks like he's about to look at that move. Bishop g5 threatens d7. How do you stop it?
There's no stopping it.
Check
It seems
D7.
h6. It's game over now after d7.
OMGs or snaps. This is what Hikaru does.
But
Okay,
wait a second. Now that the
too many
pawns are
pawns.
disappearing from the board,
Oh, Bishop d4! Oh my god! Rook d4 at the end. Now Bortnyk is back to being the only one who can win this endgame despite the huge time advantage.
Bishop, I was just
Oh
gonna
my
say
God.
earlier, the rook and bishop versus rook is theoretically a draw, but the bishop is gone now.
This is one of those games where whoever gets by this match is going to be in much better shape, obviously. But I feel like it's like a wake-up game for both players. Missing tactics, neither on their A game, but ultimately Bortnyk. This should be a draw, but Bortnyk is the only one who can win, and you don't need to worry about his time on the clock. He's more than fast enough.
Actually, I had this against Jeffrey actually the other day. Yeah, it's just a draw. So bad. So bad. Oh man, so bad. Rook b3 I believe is a draw, but let me double check. Takes. Yeah, rook d1, king b2, and takes a stalemate. Terrible game by me, but I mean I'm pretty sure I was completely lost. Well, let me check very quickly. How lost was this right here? Yeah, this was -2, so yeah, I mean I can't be upset. And then how winning was it? It was completely winning here. It was -5, and then and then it becomes this total slot fest. Wow, king c4 is winning instead of rook f3. That's ridiculous. He's gonna play this one. Okay, so again, pretty normal line. You just have to be a little bit careful how you play it. I'm gonna play this one. Like castles. He plays knight c3, also reasonable. I can play d4 here, but I'm just gonna castle. Keep this really basic. That was such a bad game by me. Wow. I can't believe I didn't win after d6 too. That was so bad. Anyways, thinking for a long time, so he castles, which I definitely don't like, because now I go here and trade.
J3_14 just resub.
I mean, a5 is a big problem too. He plays h3, so if I take and play, I'm gonna go a5, a4, just attack. I have d4 here. Trying to go for something extremely sharp. Again, I don't really believe this though. I have to be careful how I do this. Okay, let's just go here. I have g6, of course. I also have a4, which this is the move that I'm keeping in my back pocket here at some point. I'm probably moving a little bit too fast as well, I just realized. Yeah, I'm moving way too fast, I think, in this position.
So shout out to Hikaru for defending. Bortnyk, as you said, had multiple chances. All that matters is we're here now, a blitz tiebreaker where Hikaru, like I said, my mind's still the heavy favorite. Bortnyk and Bullet is a different animal, but right here, Hikaru up almost a minute on the clock. Although we have one of these really fun kind of, we'll quickly bring up the analysis board again, just so we were focused on the last game. We'll show the opening real quick. We had a bishop's opening. Ooh, you don't see that every day. With weird Bortnyk in these openings, right? I mean,
he's playing openings you normally don't see played by grandmasters, at least not as the main repertoire.
He plays queen h6.
Threatening checkmate in one, but
look at the idea. If knight e8, he has rook takes g7.
All right.
And it's either mate or you win the queen.
Yeah, I mean, this game is very far from over. I don't know why I'm panicking so much. If I just do this and take, I can even just take on d5 or... This actually does not look so bad suddenly. Okay, let's just take. So I can always take this bishop on b3 next move. But when I'm down one pawn here, goes d4. Logical move. And trade, I can also just take. I feel like there should be something here that I'm missing, though. I mean, I guess I take. He takes, of course. It feels like there's something that I'm not seeing. I really feel like there's something. I don't know if it's b5, b4. I don't know if it's e4, but I feel like there's something here. It just feels like it somehow. I mean, maybe it's rook c8.
TKD physicist just subscribed.
And rook c3.
Sweet 16.
I think this is what I'm gonna do. Threaten the knight, go queen a6, go for mates. So I have queen a6 maybe, and then queen b6. Let's go here. Just takes, I take and take, and I mean, maybe that's not winning, but it looks really bad. I probably should have calculated this to the end, though. It goes a4. So now if I take on d4, should have traded first, maybe. I mean, I can play queen b6, de5. No, that's no good. e4 is a move. I have rook c5, maybe rook c8. I mean, I don't like my position. I think e4 is better than e4 also. That's just a bad move by me. Another very bad move. Long line of bad moves today. Okay, but he takes, which... Oh, he still has knight c5, knight b5, of course. Let's just go here. I probably should have done this too, but whatever. Plays h4, which makes sense. Go h5. I can check and play knight h5. I can also go here, I guess. Attack the rook.
Look at Bortnyk pointing out that even the endgame is better for white at this point. Despite all the doubled Peshki here, black's weaknesses are actually worse. Worse. What a very, very technical and smooth approach here from Bortnyk. I mean, it's not easy to pull back, you know, the dogs, right? To call off the dogs when you're trying to attack the king. But he recognizes his new positional advantage, and he's really playing the full board here. Very nice.
And that full board, meaning that the d5 isolated pawn of Hikaru will drop. The only piece that could guard it is a rook move to a5, but after b4, I don't think that you can hold on to that d5 pawn. So he's losing a second pawn, and this time it's going to be crucial. Yeah. I think the current extra pawn for white didn't matter too much because of the doubled pawns and the very shattered pawn structure, but once the d5 pawn is gone, that will lead to multiple trades as well.
Goes king a2, which is a surprising move, I guess. Still don't have rook c5, so let's just go here. I guess I got to move. I'm actually low on time. Somehow I'm now the one low on time. Yeah, I'm just lost here. Why do I do this to myself?
Yeah, Bortnyk probably can't lose this one. The question is, can Hikaru hold and force us to bullet? Right now, oh man, that's it. That's the threat that you need. As soon as you're getting two passed pawns, king c4 and a5, that's going to be too much for Hikaru to hold this. Yeah, you play king c4, and I think on check, you might even just play rook d4, sacrificing f3. Yep, he does it. I think this is it. He's going to cash in. Short of a swindle, Bortnyk... Whoa, what was that?
Triple B pawns. The b7 pawn is about to be promoted, but Hikaru is still trying with the G and F connected pass pawns.
Oh, and that's the problem. King c7 doesn't threaten b8, it threatens rook d8. Okay, you can do either one here. Wait, what?
He didn't play rook d8! Oh my god!
He didn't play rook d8! He should have played rook d8! Oh my gosh, Hikaru does it again. What in the world just happened?
It was one from resignation.
Bortnyk could lose this game now with only 4 seconds.
Wait, what is he doing? Wait, what the heck is he doing, actually? Wait, what the heck is he doing?
Just subscribed.
Still a draw? It's still a draw. It's still a draw. Oh, this is comical, actually. Oh my gosh. It's still a draw. That's really funny. Or is it? Still a draw. Very funny. Yeah, I'm not in the mood. I mean, I was so lost there. I think it was actually always a draw. Oh wait, I gotta go. What am I doing? Wait, they started this game right away. I did not expect that. Wait. This queen c7. Okay, again, I don't want to think too long here. I mean, I'm obviously not playing my greatest game of all time, but I should have gone knight d4 too.
Denmark Art just subscribed.
A5. Wait. 3 is not a good move. F4 is, this is where I should use that time that I've banked up, but I am not seeing it, so I'm just gonna move. Wait a second. Queen b4. So let's go here. Still a draw if he plays this correctly. It's a good move too. Oh, that was awful. I just have to make the draw. I just have to make this draw. Yeah, this has not been my my greatest game ever. I'm just Wait, he hangs a pawn? Still a draw, of course.
And so Hikaru is still pushing because even though this is a theoretical draw, he has all the rights to push and try to win it.
Yep, and stranger things have happened. So
Like as strange as we have a user called Bortnyk in our Twitch chat, and people are wondering how can Oleksandr be such a good multitasker? Playing bullet against Hikaru and typing in the chat.
classic. Renaissance man, that's it. You go to the Lucina, white wins. It's over.
He blew it.
King H7. Oh, he tried to play for the bullet trick there with Rook A5, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You get the queen. Hikaru goes, can I retire now? Hikaru, you are too much. This is ridiculous.
Bortnyk is laughing at the end and does a thumbs up to Hikaru. I guess after all this, he cannot
Bortnyk
believe it.
is shaking his head. We've got 5,500 on Twitch, 3,500 on YouTube. No matter where you're watching, shout out. Hey, everybody on Chess TV as well. Hikaru's got 8,000 viewers. This is hype, and I'm calling it right now. Hikaru might have just gotten exactly what he needed, which was a match he didn't really deserve to win, right? He gets by the hair on his chinny chin, but now he's going to be wide awake. So Jeffrey Zhang is sitting there like, you got to be kidding me. This is ridiculous.
We got him. What drama. What drama. Jeez. That was drama. If we ever needed drama. Jeez. I don't even know what to say. That was so bad. Ugh. That woke me up. That woke me up. I mean, I guess the old saying applies, which is bend but do not break. Bend but don't break, as they say. That's the most important thing. You bend but you never break.